have seen doctors.
We have seen doctors.
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 Get their legs amputated.
Get their legs amputated.
With no anesthesia.
With no anesthesia.
Shame.
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 We have seen fathers and mothers.
We have seen fathers and mothers.
Holding their babies.
Holding their babies.
In bags.
In bags.
We are here.
We are here.
Because we see them.
Because we see them.
Because we hear them.
Because we hear them.
Because they have told us.
Because they have told us.
Time and time again.
Time and time again.
That they have had enough.
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 And we are guilty.
And we are guilty.
We are guilty.
We are guilty.
Because our tax dollars.
Because our tax dollars.
What did that to them?
Is what did that to them.
Every single one of us.
Every single one of us.
So it is the least.
So it is the least.
The least.
The least.
We can do.
We can do.
Show up.
To show up.
Fundraise.
To fundraise.
To be there for every lesson.
To be there for every lesson.
And I want to remind you all.
And I want to remind you all.
That we hosted the first fundraiser.
That we hosted the first fundraiser.
And raised $75,000.
And raised $75,000.
And even that is not enough.
And even that's not enough.
That is not enough.
It is not enough.
We bought medical beds.
We bought medical beds.
And medications.
And medications.
And do you think that lasted for one day?
And do you think that lasted for one day?
Gaza is in need of much more.
Gaza is in need of much more.
They are in need of much more.
They are in need of much more.
So within our lifetime.
So within our lifetime.
Healthcare workers for Palestine.
Healthcare workers for Palestine.
Doctors against genocide.
Doctors against genocide.
Have created a second fundraising initiative.
Have created a second fundraising initiative.
And I want you all to remember this link.
And I want you all to remember this link.
To share it with your friends.
To share it with your friends.
To share it with your families.
To share it with your families.
To share it with your coworkers.
To share it with your coworkers.
And every single person you see.
And every single person you see.
Because this money.
Because this money
is much needed in Gaza right now.
Is much needed in Gaza right now.
We have the tools here.
We have the tools here.
To get them the supplies they need.
To get them the supplies they need.
So we are all responsible.
So we are all responsible.
To uplift this fundraiser.
To uplift this fundraiser.
And all other fundraisers.
And all other fundraisers.
That are directing aid.
That are directing aid.
Straight to Gaza.
Straight to Gaza.
So take out your phones.
So take out your phones.
And write this down.
And write this down.
I'll give you a minute.
I'll give you a minute.
Maybe less.
We're ready.
I want you to type in.
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 tinyurl.com.
tinyurl.com.
/wool.
Wool.
Gaza.
Gaza.
tinyurl.com.
tinyurl.com.
/WOL.
WOL.
GAZA.
GAZA.
Since Nardine announced it.
Since Nardine announced it.
Which wasn't even like 2 hours ago.
Which wasn't even 2 hours ago.
We've already raised.
We've already raised.
$2,000.
$2,000.
This is while we were marching.
This is why we were marching.
Now imagine what we can do.
Now imagine what we can do.
When every single person.
When every single person.
Shares this with their comrades.
Shares this with their comrades.
Their friends.
Their friends.
And their co-workers.
And their co-workers.
We called out today.
We called out today.
Because we are sick from genocide.
Because we are sick from genocide.
Healthcare workers are sick from genocide.
Healthcare workers are sick from genocide.
And the only way. way to remediate that.
The only way. Okay, that's wrong.
And the only way to remediate that is to organize, fundraise, and amplify. And on that note, we host a weekly. We host a weekly panel that broadcasts lesson, including Dr. Abu Safiyya, who I've had the honor to be on a Zoom call with. And I want to send them a video to his family members and the doctors that are in Gaza who are tuning in on what we're doing and encouraging it. So I'm going to start recording. And I need you all to be as loud as you can. Because New York City, we hear them. And we will make sure that we will do everything in our power to make their voices heard and to end this genocide. Woo! I'll make sure to show this to them.
Thank you. We'll make sure to show this to them.
We're holding a prayer. We don't miss our salawat. If you're gonna pray, please move forward. Anyone that's not praying, can we stand to the sides or even in the front just to shelter them?
Can we stand to the back to shelter them? Shelter them. Sami Allahu liman hamida. Rabbana wa lakal hamd.